Hey everybody, it's SK again. In the last episode, we took over Bozak largely because we could. Manifest Destiny and all that kind of stuff being what it is. And since that time, I've taken a little bit of break. I went ahead and used the potty. I had some lunch. I started cooking dinner. I got me some extra drinky poo, this time with a little bit less caffeine, probably, hopefully, less sugar as well. You know, it's all good. We're having a good day so far. Hopefully the slurping was not audible. If it was, I apologize, but either way, let's go. Let's see, Azumo is now on the menu. I'm pretty sure she's going to do that. Excuse me, you have to finish what you started. That is the part for Fandaria. I would love to do so once I'm done. Once I'm done, let me get my shit done. Let me go over and do my little, expansionist warlord stuff. Once I get all that out of my system, boys will be boys. Sometimes, you gotta use the bathroom. Sometimes you just gotta take over countries and, rape them of their natural resources. As you do. Nope. There we go. It sometimes takes a second to remember exactly how to get all of this to actually be... get all of this to, there's really a limited amount of ways you could have gotten this menu system to work, but it is a little clunky to actually select who's doing what for, how many troops they want to use. I guess that, I don't know if there's a really better way of doing it, but it sometimes feels very clunky. So, let's see, we got Shiro. So, hang on a sec, let me get, good old Let's get all of them back up here. This may take a turn or so to get everybody back up to town. Carl and Corday, you guys can go up here as well. Schneider, you can stay right there. I can't take them because they'll just get mad and kick you back out. But I can take Cirrus, Silly, and then, of course, Urasame. Which is, of course, our next course. Levy, Beifon, and Eva. Hopefully someone's going to show up here at some point. My team won't be showing... Oh, okay. They sent somebody out, okay. I will give kudos to the AI in Dragon Force 2. They do seem to, at least for Highland, they do seem to send people out more often. Okay, Shiguo is bad against Monk. I guess I'm sending Levy. She's kind of the best bet I got for this. The others are okay. Excuse me. I guess is the downside of eating lunch and all that good stuff is that, the phlegm gets real. Not that I ever thought that it wasn't a thing, but... man... I don't know if it's just the allergies, if it's the time of year, if it's just that I'm, getting old and crap, but, man, the phlegm gets real. It's just coating the back of my throat, and it gets really bothersome, because for exactly that reason. How am I supposed to, entertain you guys with the dulcet tones of my voice when I'm hacking up a lung every few seconds? What the crap? How's that supposed to work? What do I have? Skills, Aqua Ball, and Undyne? Let me see what they do attack-wise. Let me give, ordinarily, in Dragon Force 1, I would purposely time my abilities to make sure that the armies would actually bypass each other completely. But in this time, I want the units to hit each other because the cavalry will kick the monk's ass, basically. And at this point, I definitely need as many units as possible to try and take these guys down, because otherwise, I'm kind of SOL. Because my units are, they ain't gonna hit very hard. Well, that's not, I suppose it goes both ways. Damn, that hits hard. I suppose it goes both ways. If the enemy's general is pretty resistant to my troops, then I, therefore, should be pretty resistant to the enemy's troops. That would be the logical conclusion. Having said that, lol, that's not always how it works, it seems. She says, knowing that her priest character at level 2 managed to solo 50 ogres or something like that. Granted, she had a healing spell, so she was able to heal herself from near death about 3 times over. Nevertheless, a priest soloed like 500 units. That's pretty impressive, I dare say. Okay, so let's storm the fort. Oh, the dude ran. And now I'm fighting whoever 2.0, yeah? I don't want to fight, but you're leaving you no choice. I mean, we literally have the choice. Do you have pew-pews? That's a local pew-pew. Do you have pew-pew? You have a really good pew-pew. You have pew-pews, yeah? You have pew-pew. And now I have, for some reason, Pepe Le Pew stuck in my head. Pepe Le Pew Pew. Which I suppose is probably not a good joke to make, considering... I mean, I think I've mentioned this before in some fucking episode somewhere. I may have been a Dragon Force episode. Well, I was like, even as a child, as a 5-year-old, I would watch Pepe Le Pew and I would cheer whenever his womanizing bullshit would backfire on him, because I'm like, even as a 5-year-old, I'm just like, oh, you're scum. Don't mind me just readjusting my headset for like the 16th time in about 5 minutes. I don't know why it's bothering me as much as it is, but it totally is. What does this place look like? This is pretty cool. I like it. I like the decor. Okay, now excuse me. I need to murder your existence. And I will absolutely use the other MP, but I know you're going to run if I don't. Hey! Alright. So, insta-capture. Already. Yup. Indeed, already is the, appropriate response. Ow, I'm getting old. Getting old sucks. Sitting cross-legged on my couch. And apparently, one of my knees just doesn't really like that as much as it used to. I mean, granted, I got surgery on it about 5 years ago. You think it would be, you know, less of an asshole at this point. For the most part it is, but every so often it's just certain very specific angles it gets kind of pissy. So, don't mind me. I'm basically just massaging my knee in between commands, so that way it can relax enough so that way I can sit cross-legged on my freaking couch. Because, damn it, I want to relive being 12 years old. Not that I ever played this game when I was 12, but you know what I mean. Actually, how old was I? When Dragon Force 1, when we got Dragon Force 1, it was 96, 97? So I would have been a little bit older than 12, but around 12, you know what I mean? I want to relive my youth, damn it. So what if I'm having a slight midlife crisis? That's just what midlives are for, is to have crises or some such. So just allow me to have my midlife crisis in the form of playing video games on a couch, you know, in the middle of a Sunday. You know, as you do. Okay. What is his name? Fei Fong? Alright, Fei Fong, let's see what you got. Okay, you're gonna kind of do your thing. You're gonna kind of gotta... I gotta... Something, zig-a-zig, I guess? I don't know. Why? Archer, what are you doing? Why? I mean, it's not even my Archer, I don't even care, but just why are you bad? Stop that. So now I'm kind of curious about the... Oh shit, is this really gonna be one of these... Oh no, is the AI gonna cheese me? Are you gonna cheese me, AI? I mean, I'd probably deserve it. That they're gonna stand... Okay. Okay, they're not gonna cheese. Alright. Thank you, AI, for being a better human than me. Oh. When is Skynet becoming self-aware again? Okay. Seems like the monks are doing a much better job at actually hitting the target than the cavalry do. I will say that. Maybe it's something to do with just the animations. Again, I've asked this question a couple of episodes now, but I am kind of curious. I doubt anyone has done any digging, because again, this game came out in like the mid-90s, and gamers weren't... I mean, that's not true. Gamers have been min-maxing as long as games have been existing. But min-maxing as a sort of gaming culture has not been as big of a thing in the 90s, namely because the internet wasn't as widespread, so the min-maxy, you know, poke through a game's information to see what they find, it was not nearly as prevalent or as easily accessible as it is today. Whereas now, it's basically just a Google search away. I mean, to be fair, it's now it's a Google search away, so there'll be nothing stopping me from just Google searching all of this in between episodes. But, you know how I mentioned something about laziness? So yeah, there's that. Laziness is definitely a thing. That's definitely a part that's being played. Where am I going? So I can't take that castle. Got cashew. There's your baby. My tongue just does not want to... No. You know, that existed in Dragon Force 1 as well. I don't know if I have ever, and I mean ever, have used the appoint ability. I don't... What does that do? I mean, obviously it appoints another general, but is it sort of like the general stats are applied to the castle's defensive stats? Like if you have somebody with, you know, in Dragon Force 1, like a high command stat, it means that all of the generals under their command have some kind of buff or a bonus? Because if that's the case, that would be really fucking cool. And it's kind of a shame that it wasn't more widely seen in-game, although that may explain why sometimes Look, all I'm saying is there's a lot of cool shit in this game that it needs to be brought forth to our modern era, because I think something like this would do really well, especially in like a mobile market. And I know like that you're talking mobile, but something like this could do really well in like bite size. I mean, like each of these battles takes like a half hour, 45 minutes. So on a lunch break, you could start, you know, you could have a campaign like this running or whatever, you know, and it has enough intricacy to the point where it's actually pretty neat how they make all of this work, you know. Division, redirect. You scooch over here, por favor. Actually, castle, division, redirect. I am actually going to send you over here. Don't go up that way, you dumb fuck. You actual Momo. Thank you. But I will say, single best thing that they've added in Dragon Force 2 is the fast button. Single best thing that they added. Oh shit, I may not make the turn. Oh, I'm gonna be out of time. Yep. I found a wind crystal. I have completely forgotten what crystals do. I think it's if I combine it with another crest, it does something. I don't really remember. We won 3 battles. I got awards. You know what? I will give you more archers. Fawn, you're pretty cool. Levy, you're also pretty cool. You know, and I'll give y'all your due. We're gonna save real quick. Let's get that going. I mean, you know, I'll give the Sega Saturn credit for all of its faults. I think this was the first... Was the Sega Saturn the first console that actually had its own baked-in hard drive? Yeah. Yeah. Fight me. Okay, I think this was the first console that actually had baked-in memory. Prior to that, because everything was console or cartridge-based, the cartridges had memory, but not the base console itself. Okay, so let's deploy Net, Levy, Faifan, Ayami. I mean, I literally have not used Eva. Well, no, I actually did just use her last turn. She still hasn't gained a level, though. Corday... I gotta say, she has some decent stats, though. She has better stats than pretty much anybody. She's got really good strength, really good defense. Corday's kind of there. Carl has great intellect, but he's a healer, so who cares? Sure. No. You are going to go... here. Alright, so here comes the fun part. Uh-oh, I see reinforcements! The game knows I'm coming, so they coming hot. I fight for Legendra! Yeah. Okay, Mage Monk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. This is unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I don't have anything that fights mages and monks. Okay. Except for the cavalry. So... Hey, Hilda! You have heal? You have healing and revival. What do I have? Okay, 30 monk. Okay, so Lorheim is the one that kind of scares me a little bit. I don't want to throw Florn into the fodder because it's, I mean, not that I have any sort of attachment to her, it's more that it's not going to accomplish anything. Let's see. I am very tempted to use Hilda as my, my army killer, but... You know, I'm gonna use Dora. I mean, if nothing else, then because I feel bad for... That's not even true, I feel bad. I don't want to use Hilda again. Mainly because she clearly gets no experience out of it. And while it's a great cheese strat, I kind of want to try it legit. A little bit legit this time around. So let me think. Cavalry are good, so let me go ahead and put them first. Form ranks. Because right now, they are good. I mean, they're bad against the mages, but they're good against the monks. So I'm going to go ahead and disperse the soldiers and have them attack Mr. Lorheim here. The mages can kind of stay wherever the fuck they are. I really don't care. Okay, so you guys are going to go ahead and attack boss. Chances are you're probably going to get murdered by the mages anyway, but whatever damage you can do would be pretty sweet. What skills do you use? Bolt Storm? Yeah, I'll use some Bolt Storm. I can do that. Especially since it hits hard. Jesus, that is so loud. My god. I'm really kind of sad that it didn't hit the boss. You gonna revive? Yup. Please don't revive all mages. What did it revive? That revived like 5 people. That really was not worth it. At all. Okay, order 2. I'm just gonna melee. At least my, what? Cavalry dudes, what are you doing? Okay, never mind. I guess you're awake now. Their AI is so bad. There you go. That's a good muffin. You're going to die horribly to the mages because that's kind of how you roll, but, you know, it's fine. You know, blood for the blood god and all that. So long as you kill them, because he can't revive more than twice. I will say I'm glad that they rebalanced revival such that you can only really resolutely use it, or resolutely, you can only theoretically, or reliably, there we go, that's the R word I was looking for. You can only reliably use it, like, once, maybe twice, because before revival was like, what, 2 points? 3? Something like that, and if you got a couple of the dragon statues that gave you extra... Dragon statues were MP, right? Or was that Astia statues? I don't know. Whatever fucking statue gave you MP. If you got a few of those, then, you know, you could make something last forever. And fun fact, if you revived them before the end of the first battle, the game would consider... So if you had 100 troops and you lost 50 troops and you revived back up to 95 troops right before the battle ended, the game considered you only losing 5 troops. So you would start with an additional... You would start with 95 troops. Now, if you dropped to 50... left the battle, came back to the battle, and reversed up to 95, even if you won the battle without losing another unit, you would still drop back to 50. Because, of course, that makes sense. Don't look at me like that. Avarice. What do you do? What do you have? Aura shot. I don't want to send Florin to his death. Her death. Their death. I don't know, man. They say yellow quiffum? What? I kind of didn't read what that said. Hopefully it's not important, though. There is a part of me that does miss Shining Force. That does miss Dragon Force 1's musical keys, where it wasn't necessarily... I like the fact that it's music based upon each... you know, each country has its own music, sort of thing. We're just gonna go ahead and advance. Actually, no. We're gonna disperse. Just let them go right past me. I can tank those units pretty easily. And we're gonna attack. Just don't even fuck with them. I don't even care. Cross slash. Hopefully I can take a couple of them out along the way. I like the fact that each faction has their own battle theme to it. But it can also get very tiresome very quickly to hear the same theme over and over again because you're all fighting a Zumo sort of thing. Whereas with Dragon Force 1, I mean, sometimes it could happen if you were fighting in Snowlands, you would hear the same Snowland music, you know. If you were attacking a castle, you'd hear the same music. But at least it gave you an idea of... Whoops, I almost hit retreat. It gave you an idea of what kind of music you would hear. Like, if you're fighting in Snowlands, you know you hear Snowlands. Grasslands had its own music, and I very rarely ever heard that music because I typically didn't fight on roads and stuff like that. But I like the fact that Grasslands had its music, Desert had its own music. You know, Snow, like, defending had its own, like, attacking and defending had its own music. So if you were defending it, if it was a castle battle that you were attacking, you would get certain music, whereas if you were defending, you would hear different music. And I liked that. I appreciated that. Oh god, if he kills Albrecht, I'm gonna be sad. Please, soldiers. Please, stop running around in circles and actually hit the bald old man, please. Pretty please. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. I have faith in your ability to not be bad. Just stand... Yeah, that's fine. You can just stand there for a few minutes. You know, take all the time you need. Okay, so Albrecht is officially better than Fei Fong about 2 or 3 times over. Who, by the way, is double his level. Ren Po has been captured. Wonderful. And then we have Mart. Okay, Florin, it's your time to shine. It's soldier on soldier action. Also, I like I like Florin's sprite. It's pretty cool. Though to be honest, again, it's been a little bit since I've actually played Dragon Force 2. I want to say Florin's not bad. I don't know if she's one of the more forgettable ones, but I can appreciate the fact that Dragon Force 2 feels a little bit more, in some ways, almost like Suikoden or Suikoden. How the fuck do you pronounce that game? I always pronounce it Suikoden, but then again, but I guess it's Suikoden. Suikoden? 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 I guess it's Suikoden or Suikoden. I guess it'll be Suikoden, because typically speaking, the Japanese language will preface the first syllable first. So instead of being katana, it's katana. You know, katana instead of katana, which is usually an English thing. So it'll be Suikoden, which also feels like I'm deliberately mispronouncing it. Suikoden. Suikoden. But then again, anyway, I got distracted by shiny objects. What I'm saying is that Dragon Force 2 feels a little bit more like Suikoden because you have all of these characters that have all of their stats and rosters and all that kind of stuff, and it feels more like more than you could possibly know what to do with. But it gives you a lot more choice to pick people, and I mean, you even have the choice to really just gimp yourself by grabbing people who are just like absolute hot garbage and just running with them instead of, you know, the really good OP characters, because you have that ability to do so. I'm going to immediately disregard what I said last episode, and I'm just going to keep dueling because I am dumb. She is very obsessed with her husband's death, isn't she? I mean, you know what? That makes me think... Oh no, so scary, it makes me think. But Flora's little thing about her husband's death, for some reason, makes me think of that story of the Russian widow whose husband was killed by Germans during World War II. So in her grief, she sold all of her belongings, bought a tank, and drove that bitch into battles specifically, drove it into battles specifically to kill Germans. And it was like, how many men did you kill? And she was like, men? I killed none. Germans, I killed 163 or something like that. And if you think I'm kidding, look that shit up. It's real. There was a Russian widow who bought a fucking tank to avenge her husband in World War II. And you know what? I respect that woman greatly. Because, I mean, not only think about the monetary value of selling everything she owns to buy a tank, she learned how to drive a fucking tank. That shit cannot be that easy. I'm assuming it can't be necessarily quote-unquote that difficult, because you gotta train conscripts who don't know what the fuck they're doing to know how to run a tank, but also, you're learning to drive a fucking tank. Remember how hard it was to learn to drive a car? And don't tell me it was easy. I guarantee you, every single one of you accidentally hit the brake or hit the gas when you're trying to do one or the other because you haven't learned the muscle memory yet. There is a learning curve to driving a car. Multiply that times like 10 because you're driving a tank. It's a tank, not a car. Tank. Tanky tank tanks. Oh, they have a lot of archers, which is unfortunate. And I just realized that I exhausted most of my soldiers. Well, Hilda, it's actually your time to shine this time. It's legitimately your time to shine. Alright. We gonna do this legit then. Okay. That's a good stretch. And also a bad stretch. Oh. I should do this more often. Oh. Okay. Oh, I get it. Land of the Rising Sun. That's why everything's like based on sunrise and sunset. Okay. Sense has been made. Okay. Brain is working now. So, mages are okay with stuff. Soldiers are kind of garbo at the moment. So, I'm just going to disperse them, have them attack the boss, which is also known as the enemy general. She's a healer. She can take a couple of hits, I'm sure. Oh, mage. Hold up. We do as we normally do. We're going to have the mages... Shit. He has a really deep voice for having such a happy-go-lucky figure. Like, what? Okay, wait, they can run out of the map? Is that a thing? They can do that shit? Really? Okay, so we're gonna heal. Mainly because Henry has another arrow shot and I don't want to get two shot. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and advance them a little bit because they're actually... Or is that actually just the way it visually represents for some reason because it's dumb? That's fair. Either way, it works. The computer's going to be doing dumb stuff where it's going to be continually opening ranks and then running for 5 seconds and then opening ranks again. So this is going to take about 18 million years for these soldiers to get over here, which is fine, I suppose. Actually, it's not fine. Fuck it. We're attacking the boss. I don't really care. She has 2 more heals. She can just tank a couple of shots to the face. It'll be okay. If it makes the game... You know, I'm actually surprised by how smooth that animation is. Look at his attack animation. I mean, this is technically a 60 FPS game, technically. But obviously, because it's sprite-based, it doesn't really run at 60 FPS reliably. But his animation is, like, smooth as butter. It looks like a 60 FPS animation. So, like, kudos to that. Okay, we're gonna stand by. I'm gonna be losing a few in the process. That's fine. Because I'm gonna get double the pleasure, double the fun, double the pew-pew. Okay, you're... Has a healing spell? Oh, you dick. Oh... That is unfortunate. Okay, I look forward to beating your ass. Oh, we are 100% doing a rematch. 100%. Now that I know, and knowing is half the battle of G.I. Joe, we are 100% rematching this bitch. Hold up. She's got a level. You. Fuck you, game. Alright. Hilda, please. Please, please, please. Get a level for me. I want you to be level 5. You deserve level 5. You deserve the upgrade and the extra spelly goodness. You have been one of my best tanks and army killers and all that kind of stuff, which is weird because you're a priest and you're not supposed to be doing any harm, but like, fuck you, thank you for being a godless killing machine. Like, girl, I know you can do this. Order, attack? I may legitimately... And this is going to sound crazy. I may legitimately waste a healing spell, so that way it can give my units enough time to circle around Henry, so that way I won't lose any more than I necessarily have to. Maybe. But the thing is, that animation doesn't take very long, so... Okay, so... We're going to burn a healing spell, even though it doesn't really make any sense, in the strictly logical sense. Okay, so that way I can order them to stand by. That way, they're able to surround Henry with minimal losses, at least prior to that point. And that way, it's, like I said, it's the whole double McGum thing going on, right? Where hopefully that will expedite the process of him getting, like, God, if... Man, if the AI knew how to cheese like this, I would be so mad. I would be terrified of any mage group. And God forbid this game ever had any kind of online functionality, it would literally turn into a cheese fest like this every single time. Because you can't do anything. The only thing you can do is retreat. You have to make sure, if you had mages or archers, you would have to be whatever, like a unit killer. You would have to find somebody to take with you at all times that could just eliminate an army. And then, of course, everybody would just devolve into mages and archers because it's the fastest cheese strats. Still. In fact, I wonder how you would actually... She got fucking revived. Why am I surprised by that? Why am I surprised that the healer class had a healer secondary spell? Oh, she's almost level 6 now. Score. You know, wait a minute. Is the difference between... Wait. So the difference between 4 and, like... Because... Wait. Sentences. Sentence structure. So, the level 5 cap was 250. Level 6 cap is 310. So, it's only 60 experience? Is that... So, it really is the difference only between 50 and 60 experience between levels? Okay. Okay. That's fair. Okay, you guys... Deploy. You're gonna take Kanuka. Because I can, largely. Castle, recruit. I don't have shit for soldiers right now. Okay. Like, poor Albrecht is, he's feeling it right now. He is feeling the pain. And I still don't think he's level 5. Okay, that's it. Oh, my boy Ricardo! How you doing, man? How you doing? I don't want to throw him in there because... Oh, no, he's level 5 now. Baller. He got Vine Trap. That is what it is. I could throw Florn in there. I could throw Hilda in again. What does she have? Ooh. Wait, her name is Kiri? Has her name always been Kiri? I thought it was something different, but maybe I'm just dead-ass wrong. Which is entirely possible. Really don't like Highland's music. Obviously, I can't mod it because it's on hardware, but there's a part of me that just wishes I could have the, like, that castle theme honestly makes me think of Highland more than this does. Okay, we're going to attack the... I keep saying the boss. We're going to attack good old Ricardo, who was... I think he was actually one of my better people when I was playing Fondaria. At least the Fondaria campaign. The campaign. The campaign. My hair is in the way. My hair is in the freaking way of everything, and it sucks. I mean, there's literally no difference between using 2 and 3, or that just it just does more damage. Truthfully, though, I still like the first one better. The Dragon Force one. It has more pizzazz and flair to it. Like, generally speaking, some of the boss sprites aside, and, you know... what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Where are the words? Where are the sentences? They're in there somewhere. Basically, long story short, the art of Dragon Force 2 is in some ways better and in some ways worse. You can clearly tell that they had a different team do this than the first team, because there are just certain things that don't feel as good. You know, the animations, like the fact that everybody has their own unique visual is cool. It's cool. And I think overall the general sprites look very good. But some of the animations don't look nearly as good. Some of the spell effects and stuff like that just don't look as good. The colors are not nearly as... Hang on. What? Once again... shift in the headset does not feel nearly as bright and as vibrant, and that's probably story related and all that, but can I throw Dora in there again? Averus needs some love. He needs to get some levels. And after this point, I may actually go and take one of those stupid caves and start grinding for stuff. I'm gonna have to look that stuff up again. I don't remember anything about the cave systems. I know that depending upon which cave it is, they can go from anywhere from like 3 to 10 floors. They get progressively more difficult. Certain ones give certain better rewards. You can find really rare shit in there. I do know that you can craft really super powerful items and stuff like that. I may do it, I may not. It really kind of depends upon, you know, how I'm feeling, basically. Okay, order 2. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. I can't do... it's gonna disperse, but that actually is just gonna make it harder. Okay. Okay. Let's stand by, so that way my dumbass cavalry units can get past. Because Jesus. And we're gonna stand by again. What skill do we have? Iris Shot and Sonic Boom. Honestly, Iris Shot's still better. Sonic Boom's not bad, but it's not bad at all. But now that it's, again, now that the soldiers are not Boolean values, now that it is, you know, now that they do have health pools to it, Sonic Boom is not nearly as effective as it was before. You know, when Sonic Boom, stand by, when Sonic Boom and Sonic Boom, Sonic Wave, and Sonic Blast, when they were all, you know, pretty much all but guaranteed to kill the troops in front of you, you know, they were a lot more useful. They were a lot more beneficial to have. With Dragon Force 2, they're not, unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna regroup. Actually, we're gonna retreat, so that way we can actually get them to my fucking person. That would be great. And we're gonna regroup, so that way I can finally, my units can actually attack the people I want them to attack. That would be super... Oh! I did not even realize that I was doing as much damage as I was. Baller. I was too busy trying to micromanage my dumbass troops. Wah, wah, wah. Buffet. Okay. So that was a lot more painless than I expected it to be, especially considering the fact that they attacked me. But again, all of this just kind of... Again, I can kind of understand why they did not bring this over. Well, yeah, they're gonna have to take a sec and just take a little bit of a resty poo. You know what I'm saying? So they have everything that they need. That castle has now been claimed for Spain and all that good stuff. We are going to take Celine. We're going to take that castle. And I guarantee... Oh, that has like 5 people in it. That is highly unfortunate. Okay, hold up. Hey, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Hold up. We gotta get you guys, like, out of here ASAP, because they will absolutely send everybody they fucking have. They will absolutely send everybody they have to that castle. Hold up. Hold. Back. Back. Yep, and here they come. That is going to be highly unfortunate. This is not good. Okay. This is not good. Oh, I should not have left that undefended. I kind of didn't think that through. Also, I have, like, virtually nothing. Well, the dude has 10, level fucking 10? Hell yeah, buddy! Hell yeah, brother. Or some such. Ashiguru are terrible against cavalry? I would think it would be the opposite. I would imagine that pikemen would be really good against cavalry because they can outrange a cavalry unit and just, like, shank the horse in the guts. I mean, the best way to kill a cavalry unit was to kill the horse, wasn't it? Well, Annette, you're up. You were the next contestant on The Price is Wrong, bitch. I probably should stop making that joke, mainly because I've been making it for almost 10 years now? Let me think. I started making YouTube... Well, actually, no. I started making YouTube content literally in 2006. I think the first video I have on here was an AMV that I'd made of Advent Children, but that was literally made back in 2006. That was back when I worked at GameStop. But the first thing I Let's Played was back in like 2011 or 2012. That was the first Dragon Force game that I played. I also tried, there was also like, I tried Skyrim, Morrowind, I thought I actually had a Rogue Legacy one up there. I may have deleted it, but I could have sworn... Like, I could have sworn that I actually had a full Let's Play of Rogue Legacy on there. But I may have deleted it. I honestly don't remember. But I could have sworn that I actually had a full Rogue Legacy Let's Play. But I think that something happened, like I got a copyright strike against my channel for something weird. It was something to do with the Batman thing that I put in there, and I got mad and like deleted pretty much everything off my channel. Maybe that was prior to that. I don't know. I just remember having a Rogue Legacy Let's Play on there, but I don't think it's on there anymore. I got distracted. Hang on a sec. I mean, both of them are kind of like meh. So, archers. You're going to open ranks. And you're going to attack the boss. Actually, no, order off. Fuck it. Everybody attacks the boss. Don't even give a fuck. And poor Lame is going to be having a, or Lane, or whatever the hell your name is. My dude's going to be having a rough day. Oh. Bro's got a haste. Okay. Well, flame shot it is. That's fine. This is fine.jpg. Hopefully he doesn't have any sort of magic ball, because that's going to be a very unfortunate... Uh-oh, what do you have? What do you have? Ooh. That is still so very loud. Like, I'm listening through speakers and it is still so very loud. Okay, skill, we're just gonna flame shot. Salamander's not gonna be doing these much good as just trying to kill this guy quickly. If for anything, it's because I know that I can tank these 12 units or so pretty easily. If it was like one of those things where I was basically sending her in to kill as many troops as possible, then yeah, Salamander would be great for nuking a large portion of his army and then just dipping out and running. But aside from that, right now, I definitely don't need it. Wow, you know, it's amazing how much louder the sound is from the speaker when I have my my headset pulled away from my face. This is actually kind of unreal. Shame, that's his name, Shame. Indeed, shame, 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 ring the bell, shame, shame, shame. I'm gonna be honest, I never watched Game of Thrones, so I'm a poser. I have no idea what it's about. Okay, so let's gather our wits and then immediately... Okay, so who did I send? I have virtually nothing. Actually, you know what? I'd be able to make that work. My two dudes may be able to hold off those three pretty easily. I mean, because one, I have mages, and mages are the greatest when it comes to just slowing things down. It's great. He also has heal. So it's soldier and robot. Nolt is actually really, really good. Like, the dude is an absolute unit. What do you have? R-shot arm doubler. It's a shame that she has arm doubler because she's not that good. Arm doubler is really good for dueling, but what I've noticed is that in terms of trying to fight units, arm doubler actually makes it worse because you're double attacking, which means that you're more liable to get hit. Because you're spending more time in an animation loop trying to kill something, which means that it makes you more susceptible to getting basically rocked. I'm gonna drop Cordy in here first. I want to see if this works. I mean, part of my brain is telling me to use Carl, since he has the 10 mages, and basically just force everybody into a draw and use the mages to basically draw out the fight. Like, run them as far to the back of the screen as humanly possible, and then just use them to slow down the fight and force a draw. But I have other ideas. I might be using Corday for that. Basically, the big thing is I want to whittle them down using... I want to force them into a draw and just slowly whittle them down. Is it the most ideal way of doing things? Absolutely not. Am I gonna do it? You're fucking right I am. You're damn right. I'm gonna Aura Shot. Simply because I want to try and slow this down. I want to... Yeah, that really does not do as much damage as I was hoping. Okay, you guys are gonna attack. Now, see, if I was double attacking, I'd be making myself... It would be more difficult for me to turn around and fight mobs that were behind me. Therefore, it would be making me more susceptible to getting hit. Having said that, if I'm getting forced into a duel, which I may be... Oh, you asshole. Okay. That's fair. Alright. I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay. Use skill, arm doubler. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be dueling. So, arm doubler is primo duel territory. So yes, I will absolutely duel. That basically means I'm guaranteed a double shot. So unless I miss every single solitary thing, I should win this. I swear to God. I swear to God. Alright. Now, I will say, the whole, like, sometimes other people go back to back, kind of bullshit. It's a little bit bullshit. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay, so my instinct of using Carl to whittle stuff down was definitely the, So you were with the rebel army at Tobruk? No way. So you've fallen under the influence of Xenar. What? Okay, more tidbits of story. I find that fascinating, but at the same time, fuck! Corday, man. I think I've used you 2 or 3 times and you've lost every single time now. Wait, can you see individual stats now? I know in Dragon Force 1 you could see individual stats of who won and defeated, and I think draws were considered defeats. Okay, so let's see. We got Magetown, USA. You're gonna go ahead and retreat. And then you're going to stand by. You're gonna go ahead and attack the boss. I really hope this works. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna disperse you, because I want to save those troops as much as possible. I really, really need to play this as conservatively as I possibly can. Because right now he has 7 HP. He has 3 full heals ahead of him. So he can afford to tank a little bit. Even though he doesn't have a whole lot of... He doesn't have a whole lot of health, but considering how tanky generals are to begin with, I need to play this ultra conservatively. I need to save those soldiers to the best of my ability. Even if it requires me having to draw out a half a dozen times, I am not afraid to do that, because I have... I mean, granted, they've been off screen, but I have absolutely done that before, and in fact, I think that was one of the ways for my first Fundaria playthrough, I was actually able to get to the 10th floor of one of the caves. I know it goes down to 10 floors, and I got to floor 10 because I specifically and explicitly I exploited the shit out of it. Like, I exploited the shit out of the fact that I can draw and not really lose anything. So I exploited it. Granted, it took me like 3.5 hours, but I exploited it, and I got lots of goodies that I don't even remember what they are now, because lol, basically. Come on. You can attack. There you go. Come on, girl. You can attack. The whole variable attack speed kind of thing is sort of frustrating. But I get why they did it, is so that way it's more difficult to sort of gain, or I don't know. I mean, for the same reason that maybe there was like attack spell variants and, other RPGs, you can do from like 5 to 8 damage or something like that. So you could see it wasn't as easily mathable sort of thing. But I managed to get rid of his units. Okay? And this is precisely why I did it this way, because if I need soldiers, I have soldiers. If I need soldiers to get a kill, or if I need soldiers to whittle down a final opponent or something like that, I have that option for me. Or I have that option available for me. However, I would prefer that not to be the case. So, huh? Where is everyone? Yeah, all you people are dead, fool. Okay, so actually, order all, disperse. No. Order 1, disperse. Order 2, regroup. Order 2, advance. And because you've already used your stupid spelling McJigs, you're basically SOL. So that's 1 down. The only one that worries me, but the thing is, Nulk has, if I recall correctly, Nulk has something like 5 intellect. So his bar literally takes like 2 solid minutes to load because he's a robot. And as we all know, robots can't be intelligent, right, Data? I'm sure Data would disagree about the logic of that, but that's fine. But Data's not real. I know that. Shut up. Just don't intrude upon my fantasy, okay? Crimson Horse. Wasn't he the Rainbow Horse? There was somebody that said something about them being a Rainbow Horse, and I was just like, dude, man, what is your life, my man? You're named the Rainbow Horse, like, oh, honey, I feel so bad for you. Oh, hey, it's almost 3:30. Okay, so I gotta get ready for my stream pretty soon. This is undoubtedly going to be my last episode for today. Not the button I wanted to press. Order 2, regroup. Order 2, advance. Order 1. Yeah, you can play off in the corner. You're fine. I'm not going to be using you for much of anything, so it's fine. And this is why mages are insanely OP, because all you need is enough time to kill the units, and at that point, then the AI has like nothing to do. It can't do anything. Like this is so stupidly broken, and I will absolutely exploit the shit out of it because it's broken. Because otherwise, I would just lose. I would have no way of fighting this. And I mean, granted, that's probably what the response should be, because I made the tactical mistake of leaving the castle completely unguarded and then having a backup group of people that I never fully expected to, like, need to fight anything now in charge of a castle that's under siege. I should be losing this. I should not be able to win this except by some, brilliantly unorthodox tactics, which clearly did not work out. But let's be real, this is some cheese. You know it and I know it. This is some cheese-tastic shite. But it's fine. That's how all's fair in love and war. So, if I can get them to retreat and I somehow win a battle I have no right to win, then I won the battle. That doesn't really matter whether I was deserved to win it or not. Welcome back, Zergling. Now here's the test of this. I am invincible! Now here is where the true test lies. Because this dude has full strength, has a lot of HP. I think he has like 100 HP when, bear in mind, most of my other people have like 50. This dude has over 100 and he has stupid amounts of strength. So this guy is he's not going to be the easiest thing to take down. So here's going to be, how am I statistically this goodness, how I'm going to work? What? Sentences? Okay, let's see how my tactics. Why did I say statistics? Let's see maybe how statistically viable this is. Was that the phrase I was trying to use? I genuinely don't remember. But I'm going to leave my soldiers out kind of off in the distance until is such a time that I am certain that I'm going to need them to help offset something. Because big thing is I need my mages. I absolutely need my mages. My mages need to survive. Okay, hold up. Okay. Soldiers, I need y'all to keep my mages alive. I need my mages. Retreat. Okay, murder the remaining units. I need my mages to live. You were here for mage support, and that's it. Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna heal, because I didn't realize how low I was on health. It's a good thing that, this dude has 0 magic skill capability, because that would have been a very unfortunate happenstance. Like, on the real would have been an unfortunate happenstance. Holy shit, I still have... No, that's right, I still have 2 heals left. Okay, so I am basically in the clear then. I'm not going to kill this guy on this turn. For sure. But I can, reduel him. I can, or that is not reduel. What's the word I'm looking for? You were the bravest mage, and also dumber than dirt. Oh no, no, she managed to stand by, outside of range, I suppose. But I should be able to, start this fight again once we draw out. And this should be, like, this should be in the bag. We just have to deal with this for another 90 seconds or so until the computer decides to retreat, because I sure as fuck am not retreating. Damn it. I am not leaving my Elven Beauty Corday in the hands of these yokels. Also, you know, due to my own mismanagement, but that's neither here nor there. Thank you, Nolt. Thank you, Carl. You were definitely getting an upgrade to mages after this point. I'm just giving you a heads up, though. Realistically, like, all you need are 10 mages. I mean, realistically, all you need is one mage. You just need one mage to survive to be able to execute the cheese. Now I'm seeing cheese on, like, now I'm seeing cheese being beheaded, freaking Reign of Terror style. Okay. You know, there are times I don't understand where my brain is going, and I'm kind of along for the ride with it, just like everybody else. Because I wonder sometimes, man. I wonder about my own brain. Because now I'm just thinking execute the cheese is like Robespierre. Just in like a, you know, a hunk of Gouda, like a freaking hunk of Gouda dressed as Robespierre. To be fair, I don't even know how Robespierre looked. I just know that Robespierre was part of the Reign of Terror and ended up getting beheaded himself. Because of course he did. Because, you know, karmas and all that stuff. Now, in the running, will multiple people fire as they're running, or is one person just going to literally stand there? One person is literally just going to stand there. Because he's locked on target. Okay, that's fine. You can walk in a circle, I suppose. That's fine. How about... standby. Wonderful. Well, goodbye, mage. That's what happens when you get a little bit too close. You gotta admit, like... these units aren't bad looking, or that is to say, the visual aesthetics are not bad looking at all. You can tell it's specifically designed for this, but it looks a little bit better when it's this way, though. It's kind of... it's more zoomed in, I suppose. Maybe that's the point. Maybe they wanted people to play it like this, but they stuck to this angle because that's what people were used to. Please don't make me do a third one of this. I am begging you. Please do not make me do a third battle of this. I don't think I have enough commentary in me to do another one of this, so please, please force him to... please force him. Please stop missing. Please, thank you. Thank you for hitting. Now just hit him another, like, 7 times in the next 5 seconds. Force him to retreat. Force a retreat. You got 5 seconds. You got 3 seconds. Come on, force a retreat. Damn it. Okay. Well, now what? The answer now what is that you're going to go back in for thirds is now what? Because I am not losing this castle. I hope you realize this. Like, you going back in, buddy. Highland's music. It's so adequate. It's okay at best, and it makes me so sad. And again, this is probably one of the myriad of reasons where this game never saw it. Did that say, oh, error 404, troops not found. That's cute. That is adorable. Thank you, fan translators, for putting that little detail in there. That makes it just mwah. That's wonderful. But I can see the reasons why they didn't bring this. They didn't translate this anywhere else, because there are. There we go. See? See how easy that was, buddy? I can see why they didn't move this to another region, because it does have some... like, the quality overall, it does some really good things. It does some things a lot better than Dragon Force 1, but overall, I don't think... it's missing a little bit of quality. Okay. So, let's all meet up at Arby's here and try to, like, you know, survive until the next turn, yeah? Because this is unfortunate. well, Ashigaru crest. Hey, that's the first crest I got. Magic ring? Cool. I'm actually getting equipment. Check that shit out. Highland seems to be actually... Well, I was going to say Highland seems to be useless, but then again, I don't think I've actually stayed in a Highland castle the entire game so far. Nold has joined our army. Hey! Hey! Baller. Okay, so what do we have awards-wise? Ashigaru crest. I really can't give them more stuff. Carl, you deserve some mages. You definitely deserve some mages for that. I'll give you more cavalry because soldiers are kind of meh. Hilda, you're amazing, but you're already at 70 troops. Florin, you deserve some troops. Matilda is... I mean, to be fair, he has robots, centaurs, and airbots. I don't know how good he is, but he has 104 HP, and he'll eventually have fucking centaurs. I don't care, I'm using him anyway. So I'm gonna hang on to those crests. Items. A ring that contains magical power boosts spellcasting strength. Who needs additional charge? Pretty sure he doesn't need a charge rate increase. Like, she has the pew-pews. He has some pew-pew. He has healing. I mean, granted, that would be great if he needs to tank a bunch of shit, but he really doesn't. Florin, no. So this is really... Well, I guess Annette is getting this because she's the only one that can really utilize something like that. So either way, we're going to save this. We're going to get this all tidied up. If y'all like what you saw, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. Hit the notification bell and all that shiny goodness, and I will see y'all next time. Peace out.